Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken short, and he will be brought down here. At about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready? Alert! Double tight! Three down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
It's second and 8 at the 49ers 49-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Allen. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert! Alert 3. 56, 56. Hey, Haywood. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Bravo. Run. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his tight end, Gentry. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
It's caught. Jones. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Allen now on 1st down. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Middle. 5. March 50. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, I'm coming after you. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Vikings 0.
On 1st down, Allen. And Eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Looking to throw on second down. Allen, complete to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try and run for it with Bo. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Allen now on third and goal. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Julio Jones there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jan Stenerud on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, watch the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reggie White, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. To try again after the sack. Jackson now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for the Niners. 73 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Check it back.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Stenerud on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Vikings 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Eluding the pressure right. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They'll run it with Jackson. And some room to roam now. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Throwing on first down is Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To the air, Allen. He finds his man Johnson. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
319.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. Open man here is Gentry. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Down 80! Check 52 to Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Jackson. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, switch gears.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's complete to Bo Jackson. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson now. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On second down now, it's Jackson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
4th down, here's Jackson. And he's got a noon one. 21 yards there, a big play on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Keith Bullock able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. Stop your whining.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ryan Shazier drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Got an open man. It's a noon one. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down of the 4th quarter with a lead, but hey, you get it as a coach. You look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. to throw again. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Keith Bullock, and that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen with a catch made by Johnson. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
That's good for the Vikings. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
5 wide. Hey, Alpha. Here we go.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. It's caught. Jones. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Sweetness, Walter Payton, and it's 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Darren Waller, 69 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Alert! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot!
He's going, boys.
Stop. Mike 50, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now Jackson on first down. He'll hit Jackson complete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.